Malawi by Teresa Martinez Contreras. Malawi is a landlocked country located in southeastern Africa. History of economic system and economic crisis. What was the economic system of the country in the past? What is the economic system of the country now? Malawi is in the top poorest and underdeveloped countries of the world, but it is slowly making a comeback for the better of the people. In the past, this area was plagued with apartheid and political instability, which caused segregation and corruption across the land. Currently, a traditional economic system is utilized to govern the people. Malawi's economic structure is highly dependent on agriculture production. How many recessions does country have? Malawi fell into a recession beginning 2006 and did not begin to recover until 2012. While they did recover from the recession, it was short-lived as they experienced a sharp decline at the onset of 2013. It was not until the beginning of 2014 that Malawi's declining economy stabilized. And although it deteriorated, it has remained essentially steady ever since. Choose one of the major economic crises and or major changes in the economic system. There are numerous economic crises to choose from within the border of Malawi. Monetary crisis may be one of the most important problems of all. Agriculture brings in majority of the money for Malawi. When there is bad season of weather, this will ultimately alter how much money the country will profit. The economy depends on substantial inflows of economic assistance from the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and individual donor nations. The money provided by these donor nations have trouble making it to the people due to the untrustworthy government officials. What are the causes of economic crisis you chose? Bad weather and lack of modern tools are the main causes of Malawi's economic crisis. Corruption is a major problem within the government of Malawi as well. The cause of these crises will keep the money out of the economy of Malawi and ultimately keep the citizens in poverty. What are the consequences of the economic crisis you chose? The consequences of this crisis will lead to the drop in the GDP, and the people will receive even less money that they are currently. Most individuals make only $1 per day and between $200 to $400 per year. The current economic climate and the economic indicator. This table shows the real GDP per capita quarterly for the last 5 years for Malawi and the USA. Quarterly data derivatives from annual data due to the lack of information. I had a hard time finding it. This data shows the real GDP growth average. Malawi is shown in blue and the US is shown in orange. As you can see, Malawi's in blue, it's been higher all 5 years. This is the real CPI inflation average for both countries. Again, Malawi's has increased over the years and has maintained itself high. This is the unemployment rate. The U.S. didn't have any for 2005 through 2009, but then we had to skyrocket 2010 to 2014. And Malawi has pretty much stayed the same throughout the years. The quality of life factors and resources. The current birth rate, as you can see, Malawi is really high, coming in at an ultimate high at 41.9 in 2010. I read that Malawi was like one of the top 5 countries that babies die so young. The lack of resources there. Life expectancy. Again, we see that Malawi people only live to be 40. The average years of schooling. These kids are not getting an education over there. What are the country's natural resources? Is a country importing, exporting energy? Malawi's economy revolves around agriculture, which supports well over 80% of the population. Tobacco, tea, cotton, coffee, and maize and sugar are vital natural resources of Malawi. Mining plays an increasingly important role in Malawi's economy. Deposits of uranium, coltan, and bauxite can all be found within the border. The country is neither importing or exporting any energy. What are the country's major exports and imports? What are the country's trading partners? In the article Economy and Industry, Malawi's main export is reported to be tobacco. Despite the large amount of tobacco production, very few Malawians smoke tobacco. Other exports include sugar, tea, peanuts, wood products, cotton, and coffee. Tobacco, sugar, and tea are the leading export goods. Malawi's main export partners is in the European Union, which is about 50% of their exports. Others include South Africa and the United States. Is this country a member of an international agency? If yes, what is the country's relationship to the outside agency? International organizations' participations include the ACP, the AU, the IBRD, I found these in the Central Intelligence Agency. Thank you so much. I hope you guys learned something about Malawi, and I will also attach my written part to this so if you didn't understand me. Thank you.